You'll see this is our course right here, but I wanted to bring you into a course that I taught in the past to show you what it actually looks like when we start to use it. So first things first, you'll see, the course I taught last year. When you join the course, you will see a screen that looks like this with the library of the readings we're going to do this semester all listed for you right here. Now what's going to happen right here is students will start to populate this screen right here, which you see. We go back one screen, and we'll see that there are not going to be any assignments. All we're going to do is we're going to read and think together about the kinds of things about workflow, about interviewing people, about their own workflow, and eventually about discourse communities and doing ethnographies, all about writing through the kinds of readings that you see right here. So what does that actually look like in practice? If I were to go to a text right here, you'd see very quickly that certain parts of the text have already been highlighted. There, in fact, are highlights throughout the course. What I expect is that you, as you read, have reactions to what you read. These could be the hot spots of the reading. They could be the things that stand out to you for one reason or another, either because you agree with them, you disagree with them, you find them confusing, you have a story to tell, you link it to something that we read earlier or talked about in class, any of those kinds of things. All of those would count as what we'd call conversation. And in this current conversation, you see very quickly the PDF becomes smaller, and you see that all of the conversation happening on outside of the text shows me how you're understanding what you read. CF is me, of course. I'm responding as people ask me questions and trying to upvote the things that I like that helped me in some way. You can do the same, of course, but that's pretty much how it goes when it works well. People are making comments that are deep and interesting and meaningful, and what that then does is gives me a good idea of how I can begin discussion of the text with places in the text that people really responded to, so that we can have some live conversation. But then we can just skip ahead because I know that you've read the material. We can jump into ways of using the text or linking them together, synthesizing perspectives, and so on. So in different kinds of ways, I think it's a really interesting tool that enables all kinds of different responses. Your job, of course, is to make some deep and meaningful comments as you read. Make sure that it's on time, that is, the day before we discuss them in class or use them in some way, and do this regularly. I expect that everybody's going to get a full grade, a full 15% or 15 points toward their final grade, if they do this for all of the readings. Okay, that's it. Thank you.